things have changed. Also because of the deaths, these tragic deaths of these taxi drivers, because they're not making the livelihood that they were. And I think that and the stories around that, combined with increased congestion, and then also just a sense of fairness here. I mean, I think we've come out as a board and said, whatever the solution is, it doesn't really make sense to have two different regulatory systems for was essentially being used by New Yorkers as one option, which is you're not riding the subway, you're going to get a cab or an Uber. And so I think bringing some fairness and some rationality to that and helping unclog the streets is something that a lot of people feel strongly about, whereas before it just seemed like the mayor, as you all have said, just shoving it down the city council's throat.
I mean, Aaron,
this time about
one of the differences here in the governor's race is that we were just talking about this. It's very expensive to run for governor. You can't knock on every door the way Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez did. As she showed her shoes on Twitter, you know, kind of worn out from knocking on doors. You can't win a governor's race.
I mean, and this is where his fundraising advantage.
We should spend some money here and the state to advertise the fact that we have an election. We saw in the federal primary in June, you would have never known that there was an election at all. And I think there's no excuse for that. We do PSAs for just about everything else under the sun, a public service announcement. So we should be seeing advertisements on the subways, on bus shelters. And I think, you know, the more people who vote, the better.
I mean, is high